Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community. Your support helps us bring more important conversations to light. So, a scarecrow walks into a doctor's office, complaining of anxiety. The scarecrow, with straws sticking out from his sleeves and a worried expression on his face, nervously explains his predicament to the doctor. He says, "Doc, I can't seem to shake off this feeling of dread. It's like I'm constantly on edge, and I don't know what to do." The doctor, trying to offer some practical advice, says, "Go to the field and stand tall. It'll work wonders. Just feel the breeze and let the sun warm your straw. Trust me, it's the best remedy for a scarecrow like you." The scarecrow, looking even more distressed, replies, "Doc, you don't understand. It's the crows that are making me anxious. They swoop down, peck at me, and never leave me alone. How can I stand tall when I'm constantly under attack?" We laugh at the scarecrow's plight, but anxiety is no joke. It's a serious issue that affects many people, often in ways that are not immediately visible to others. The scarecrow's story is a metaphor for the hidden struggles that many face daily. And for those facing the complex issue of abortion, it can be a very real and heavy burden. The emotional and psychological toll can be immense, leading to feelings of isolation, guilt, and profound sadness. Today, we're diving deep into the often overlooked link between abortion and mental health, tackling the stigma head-on. It's a topic that needs more attention and understanding, as many suffer in silence, afraid to speak out due to societal judgment. Buckle up, folks, because we're about to get real, raw, and maybe even a little uncomfortable. But these are the conversations that matter, the ones that can lead to real change and support for those in need. But hey, that's where growth happens, right? By facing these tough issues head-on, we can break down barriers and climb the mountains of stigma and misunderstanding. Hit that subscribe button and join the conversation in the comments below. Your voice matters, and together we can create a supportive community. Let's break the silence together. By sharing our stories and supporting one another, we can make a difference. So, let's stand tall, just like the scarecrow, and face our fears together. Abortion stigma is a term that carries a heavy weight, a burden that many women are forced to bear in silence. It's like that weird smell in your fridge. Everyone knows it's there, lingering in the background, but nobody wants to talk about it. It's the elephant in the room that everyone pretends not to see. The discomfort is palpable, the avoidance almost a reflex. Conversations halt, eyes avert, and the topic is swiftly changed. This stigma, my friends, is a real pain in the neck, or should I say, uterus. It manifests in countless ways, affecting not just the individual but the community as a whole. It's the judgment, the shame, the whispers that follow a woman who's had an abortion. These whispers are like daggers, piercing through the facade of normalcy that many try to maintain. It's the fear of being ostracized, of being labeled as irresponsible or selfish. This fear can be paralyzing, leading to a life lived in the shadows, away from the prying eyes of society. It's the societal pressure cooker that tells women they should feel a certain way, even if their own experiences are different. This pressure can be overwhelming, making it difficult to navigate one's own emotions and thoughts. This stigma, my friends, is toxic. It seeps into every aspect of a woman's life, affecting her mental health, her relationships, and her sense of self-worth. It forces women into silence, isolating them and preventing them from seeking the support they need. This isolation can be devastating, leading to feelings of loneliness and despair. It's high time we drag this issue out of the shadows and into the light. By breaking the silence, we can begin to dismantle the stigma and create a more supportive and understanding society for all women. Now let's talk about the brave souls on the front lines of this issue. Abortion providers. These individuals are not just healthcare professionals. They are warriors in a battle for reproductive rights and access to essential medical care. They are the doctors, nurses, and staff, putting themselves out there, providing essential healthcare, despite facing a constant barrage of stigma and threats. Every day they walk into their clinics, knowing they might face hostility, yet they remain committed to their mission. Imagine death threats, harassment, even violence, all part of a day's work. The emotional and psychological toll of such a hostile environment is immense. It's not just about the physical danger. It's about the constant fear and anxiety that comes with it. This constant stress takes a toll, leading to anxiety, burnout, and even PTSD. Many providers struggle with feelings of isolation and helplessness, knowing that their work, while vital, makes them targets. Since 1993, there have been 11 deaths, 42 bombings, and hundreds of assaults targeted at abortion providers in the US alone. These statistics are a grim reminder of the dangers they face. Let those numbers sink in for a moment. Each of those incidents represents a life disrupted, a family affected, and a community shaken. These heroes deserve our respect and support, not violence and hate. They are providing a critical service, often at great personal risk, and their courage should be celebrated. So, tell me, what are your thoughts on the stigma faced by abortion providers? Share your comments below. Let's start a conversation about how we can better support these brave individuals and ensure they receive the recognition and protection they deserve. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the mental health of women after an abortion. Contrary to popular belief, most women don't experience long-term mental health issues after an abortion. In fact, studies show that the majority of women feel relief after the procedure. However, a minority of women may experience anxiety, depression, or guilt. These feelings are often linked to pre-existing mental health conditions, lack of support, or the stigma surrounding abortion itself. It's crucial to remember that everyone's experience is unique. There's no one-size-fits-all response. Here's the bottom line. Regardless of their experiences, all women deserve access to comprehensive mental health care before, during, and after an abortion. We're talking about counseling, support groups, and access to mental health professionals who can provide non-judgmental care. This support can be a lifeline, helping women navigate the emotional roller coaster of abortion and build resilience. If you or someone you know is in need of mental health support, don't hesitate to reach out to local resources or online support groups. Do you think mental health support should be mandatory for all women seeking abortions? Let's discuss. We've covered a lot of ground today, folks. We've talked about the insidious nature of abortion stigma, the challenges faced by abortion providers, and the importance of mental health support for women. But this is not just about facts and figures. This is about real people, real stories, and real struggles. We need to break the silence surrounding abortion and mental health. We need to create safe spaces for women to share their experiences without fear of judgment. So, share this video, start a conversation with your friends and family, and let's challenge the harmful narratives that keep us divided. Now, let's wade into even murkier waters, shall we? The intersection of pre-existing conditions and abortion is a minefield of ethical and emotional complexities. On one hand, some argue that abortion should be permissible if the pregnancy poses a risk to the mother's physical or mental health, especially if she has a pre-existing condition. On the other hand, some believe that all life is sacred and that abortion is never justified. regardless of the circumstances. This is a deeply personal and nuanced issue, and there's no easy answer. What are your thoughts on this? Should pre-existing conditions be a factor in the abortion debate? We've made some progress in understanding the link between abortion and mental health, but there's still much more to learn. Future research should focus on the nuanced experiences of women from diverse backgrounds, including women of color, LGBTQ+ individuals, and those living in rural areas. We need to understand how factors like race, socioeconomic status, and access to healthcare intersect with abortion and mental health. What areas of research do you think are most crucial? Let us know in the comments. We've tackled the emotional and psychological aspects of abortion, but the fight doesn't end there. In our next installment, we'll be diving headfirst into the legal quagmire surrounding abortion. Get ready to navigate the labyrinth of restrictive laws, court rulings, and political maneuvering. We'll explore the impact of these laws on women's lives and discuss strategies for protecting reproductive rights. Trust me, you definitely won't want to miss it. That's all the time we have for today, folks. But remember, the conversation doesn't end here. We've exposed the harmful impact of abortion stigma, highlighted the mental health challenges faced by both women and providers, and emphasized the urgent need for comprehensive support. Now, it's time to turn awareness into action. Like this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Let's break the stigma and create a world where everyone feels safe and supported, regardless of their choices. Together, we can make a difference. Visit our website to learn more and get involved in our initiatives. Your support can change lives.